Hello everybody, my name is Cul Blu. I'm bringing you guys random podcast number 21, and I'm so glad to be coming back to this series because I think last time when I did 5 videos in one day, I kind of burnt myself out. But nonetheless, I am back here. I am doing random podcasts, and you guys are probably happy and or sad. But random podcasts will be one of my staples. I'm basically going to be using it as my benchmark for everything. So once I hit random, like I'm basically going to base new videos, new ideas, and all this stuff off of wherever random podcast is at. Like for example, the technically Dota series that I keep talking about. I'm going to start doing that at level 30, or at random podcast number 30. So once I hit random podcast number 31, it'll probably be up by then. So you guys can learn about those random facts that nobody ever talks about, like the movement speed stuff. I think Spirit Breaker is the only one who can move above movement speed. Or you can also talk about things like you can't move below 100 movement speed. We can also talk about technicalities of Blade Mail. That Blade Mail is not pure damage, it's magic damage. And also Omni Knight's heal is pure damage. Who would have thought, right? But anyway, all that will be covered eventually in the technically Dota series. Whenever I get that set up, as you can hear from what I keep saying on accident, it is derived from the technically speaking phrase. But I mean, I try to be a little cool with my titles, but it's not all that original, really. But anyway, I just jumped into this random pub game. As always, with a random podcast, it implies that I know nobody in this game. I know nothing of what's going to happen, and you guys are going to find out at the same time I find out. It could be a raffle stomp. It could be a farm fest. It could be a crazy push-on-push strategy. It could be ganks all around. It could be pretty much even. It could be pretty much one-sided. Who really knows? That's the fun of it, right? So, you get all the fun of a random Dota match without having to be in the Dota client. And you get to hear my beautiful, handsome voice in the background. I mean, I'm just saying, my voice sounds pretty cool. I think so. Except for when I listen to it, it sounds kind of weird. It's like when you try to talk to, or when you try to listen to a recording of yourself, you sound different from what you expect to sound, or what you think you sound like. And it's I don't know, it's all weird, but whatever. My voice is getting out there, and I will continue to throw it out there just so long as my voice keeps going, which it probably might die soon. But I still that's what I have tea for, right? That's what you have tea. Tea is really good for your vocals. I'm not a singer. I'm a commentator. So my voice needs to be taken care of just as these guys. But anyway, all that aside, my ranting, rambling, and blahs aside, let's go ahead and introduce the players since the whole entire Dire side is up. That is pretty cool. So I see some weird language that I don't know. I'm gonna let you guys figure out what that says. Starting off, I'm gonna start off with this Earthshaker. We have Neo Platoon on that Earthshaker. Moving on to his Tidehunter, we have Caucasian Chinese on that Tidehunter. That's not a contradiction at all. Scottish Chinese is. Moving on to the Ricky, we have Blurler on that Ricky. And we have Kimchi on that Gyrocopter. And last but not least, we have Bone Knife on that Huskar, who actually has himself a bone knife. I'm pretty sure it's a knife made out of bone. That's pretty cool. But anyway, we have him on that Huskar. Moving on to the Radiant side, since they're all picked up, we have Fairy Tail on that Doombringer. And as you can see, Doombringer does have a tail himself. That's pretty cool. Moving on to the mid, we have stop it moving. We have Lima 5 BET, or .BET, or .bet on that Queen of Pain. Shout out to BET. Anyway, we have boom.st, or boom.st on that Invoker, and we got a little bit of a scare. No skirmish going on here. Moving on to his Chaos Knight, we have King Zubris, so he's obviously a king on that Chaos Knight. And last but not least, we have Eno Legendary on that Leshrac. Now, as far as how the lanes are matching up, pretty standard by the looks of it. We have a solo bottom Invoker. It's not really all that crazy Invoker camera, that solo bot by himself. Meanwhile, we have a Tidehunter. What looks like be a Tidehunter Huskar lane down bottom, or it could potentially be a Tidehunter Ricky lane top. Tidehunter's going to go ahead and rotate mid. They will be going for his first blood. Will they be able to get it? I do not know. Queen of Pain did go for a first point in Shadow Strike, but she's able to get away. These guys aren't moving all that fast, or aren't moving fast enough, and Tidehunter did take a lot of damage. A salve was popped by him. So a little bit of aggression going on both sides. They could potentially got that kill. Queen of Pain did not pick up a blink, so that would definitely kill her if these guys, or if she was out just a little bit further, and they were able to do a little bit more damage. But no, the tower shoot him away. Meanwhile, we had Doombringer chasing his Tidehunter. Tidehunter eats himself a tree, and Doombringer's going to continue to run away. Or Tidehunter's going to continue to run away. Now Tidehunter's going to turn back, and nope, they continue running. Anyway, going back to what I was saying. We have a Tidehunter Tidehunter Huskar lane on this bottom versus that solo Invoker. Technically pseudo solo since Doombringer is here. Meanwhile, Queen of Pain's gonna have, or we have Queen of Pain gyro mid, and Queen of Pain's gonna take a little bit of damage from this rocket. 82 damage. That's a lot of damage early on. Not really. Meanwhile, moving on to this top lane, we have a Zeus. Wow, not Zeus. We have a Chaos Knight Leshrac versus a Riki Earthshaker. So there's a lot of kill potential in this lane. Basically, Earthshaker can throw down that fissure any which way he wants, and Rick can just blink strike over and kill everybody. Especially once he reaches that level 6, that'll be pretty darn potent. But right now, it's just pretty much a walk-on fest. Leshrac is on the wrong side of that wall. Chaos Knight does pull him in. Oh my gosh, I did not consider that. Ricky will be going down. There's a stun, follow-up stun from Leshrac, and the first blood goes to Leshrac. Very well played on their part. He got a 2-second stun. That was pretty cool. That was a pretty cool engagement. Looks like the wall did backfire, and I honestly did not consider that. I forgot it was a Chaos Knight. So the reality rift definitely helping out. Meanwhile, Leshrac is going to continue pushing his tower. He does have 1 point in that diabolical edict, not 2. He has 2 points in that stun. Mainly when you play Leshrac, I used to play a lot of Leshrac, but when you put more points in that stun, it's basically you want to increase that radius. You want to make it a higher chance for you to actually hit your stun, because the radius is actually pretty crappy to begin with. But once you get up to that level 4. It's a 225 radius, which is not all that huge, but it's still bigger than 150. So when I play Leshrac, I usually max Diabolical Edict, and I usually only put my points in Diabolical Edict and Split Earth, because it seems like a good idea. Meanwhile, we have Huskar, we have Invoker going on this Huskar a little bit, but Huskar's doing a lot of damage back onto him. The Gust is slowing him down so much, but it is a Quas X-Sword Invoker, so he does have that heal. He also has that he doesn't have that CC, but he will have those Forge Spirits up soon. I'm assuming he was going to go for those 4 spirits. Anyway, moving on to what's going on in mid. Queen of Pain's taking a little bit of damage, but so is Gyro. This is pretty much even lane. They both have their bottles up. If you look at the team comp, or if you look at the items so far, Queen of Pain has herself a bottle. So does Gyro. There's a smoke up on somebody, and Huskar is getting a little bit low. There we go. He pops himself a salve. I think he had 2 salves, so he will have some good regen, or some more regen for the next engagement. There's a cold snap thrown on top of Huskar, so the Invoker's doing a lot of harassment, and I think they will be diving for this, and Huskar does get the kill. The tower definitely helping him out. Tidehunter also taking some damage. Queen of Pain was mid. She did take a little bit of damage. She did get the kill on Gyro. I did miss that completely, but I was looking at the kill going down bot, so I have an excuse, guys. I have an excuse. Meanwhile, Doombringer is taking a little bit of damage, but he is in the jungle, so he's pretty much good. Tidehunter was coming around the corner to try to get a gush. They do have this observer ward over here, so they are able to see when that Doombringer comes over there, and if he's low, they can potentially get a kill. Meanwhile, Queen of Pain's in a lot of trouble. No, she just blinks away. Gyrocopter does not have his ulti, but Queen of Pain does. All she needs is 1 rune, so that, oh my gosh, a regen rune of all things. Gyrocopter really doesn't want her to have this, and she's going to be picking that up. Probably popping that as soon as she can. There is a no rocket, no homing missile just yet. He could not get the homing missile in time, and now we got Earthshaker get himself he got himself a clarity. Getting ready for those next big engagements. Let me go and take a look at the levels of last hits. I got to talk about those last hits. 20 last hits on the Queen of Pain, so she's farming pretty effectively, especially versus that Gyro who only has 12. That kill on Gyro definitely helped her out. Whenever she got that kill, she was basically able to free farm that mid. Also, the Shadow Strikes definitely helping out with the harassment as far as the Gyrocopter goes. So Gyrocopter not really having all that fun of a time there. Meanwhile, Doombringer is down bottom. He does have himself a toughness aura, so he's getting a bonus 3 armor, which is actually really good for him. I think whenever I play Doombringer, I always pick up that Harpy that does a Chain Lightning, because I think it's cool. So I just spam Chain Lightning for 50 mana every single time, and then I run out of mana. And everybody's like, why you no Doom? And I'm like, bro, I'm out of mana. And they're like, bro, why do you have Chain Lightning? I'm like, bro, why you call me bro? And then we just say bro a lot of times. But anyway, that's totally how it works, guys. I mean, you just say bro 20 times, and everybody understands what you're talking about. But anyway, moving on to what else is going on around the game. See, Queen of Pain thought it was funny, guys. Queen of Pain obviously thought it was funny. So I make good jokes. Yes, this is true. This is known. Doombringer, it looks like he's building himself a Hand of Midas, potentially building himself Treads. If he's building himself Treads, I would prefer to see the stat efficient item as opposed to the 15 attack speed. 15 attack speed, not really all that much. But then again, this is Doombringer. He can just eat a creep if he wants better stats. So it doesn't really matter too much for him. And he's also in the jungle where he's not really getting bothered. And like I said, that could still be a Hand of Midas. It all depends. But more than likely, he does have the boots, and he does have the glove of haste. More than likely, it will be treads, so that way he can be a little bit more tanky. He can attack a little bit faster. It can also tread switch when he needs to. Meanwhile, the top tower of Dire is under attack. The lane was pulled. Ricky was able to get some farm. Is Ricky level 6? No, he's not level 6. Let me go ahead and pull up these. Oh my gosh, see? I need to focus on his last hits as well. Chaos Knight has 27 last hits versus Ricky's. Where's Ricky? Ricky's not even on the chart. He has 16 last hits, so Chaos Knight definitely out farming this Ricky. Leshrac playing doing a really good job keeping these guys out of lane, and it looks like he's going himself. It looks like he's going straight for that armlet. Meanwhile, we got a Concave coming in on Queen of Pain. Queen of Pain might be in a little bit of trouble. Huskar does not have his ulti, but Queen of Pain does, and she's gonna turn around, throw her ulti. She gets a kill on Huskar, but she loses her life in the process. I think she's worth a little bit more, and there goes Invoker. Sunstrike thrown down. It does miss everything, and meanwhile, okay, nothing really happened. Nothing else really happened. So pretty decent trade. I think Queen of Pain is worth a little bit more gold. Yeah, she was worth a little bit more. No, she was worth less gold than Huskar. Yeah, no. Okay, I take it back. Queen of Pain was worth a little bit more gold than Huskar because she was a higher level. Because Huskar did not, or Huskar just got his ulti, I'm assuming. But anyway, at any rate, Queen of Pain did go down, and Gyro is still farming mid, so that's not good for them. And oh my gosh, Gyro has a double damage. That's not good at all. A double damage Gyro is no fun. Doombringer does not have his ulti just yet. He does throw down the level of death, and he gets a lot of damage on top of Gyro. Gyro is trying to run away. He throws down his ulti, slow down everybody, but it doesn't matter. He still goes down. Meanwhile, Queen of Pain taking a little bit of damage from the aggro. So I think she also took some damage from that call down from Gyro, but it wasn't enough to kill her. Tidehunter does not have his ulti just yet, but Huskar has his ulti, and Invoker is running for his life. He does not have any points in Lex, so he's not able to get that movement speed from that. Just in case you guys didn't know, because I know I didn't before 3 days ago. Invoker, a really versatile hero. His Quas gives him really good regen per instance. That's per instance. So when he has it max, he gets 7 per instance. So that's a total of 21 free HP regen. Meanwhile, we got engagement going on top. Let's see 2 people ganging up on this Ricky. Ricky does not have his ulti just yet. He just needs a little bit more XP, but it doesn't matter. He will be going down to the Chaos Knight. So he is sad.
You will no match.
So Ricky really wishing he had his support. Earthshaker did pick himself up a Haitian, but he was not enough. He was not able to get there fast enough. Earthshaker only level 4. Ricky's only level 5. As you can see the levels over here, they're pretty much at the bottom. This top lane is dominating. And basically, these guys cannot leave their lane at all because all they need, or all the Shrek really wants, is for those guys just to leave the lane so that he can activate his edict, and boom, he kills the tower that quick. They're going to go ahead and try to kill the Shrek. There's a cloud thrown, there's a stun thrown by CK. CK is going to go ahead and attack inside the cloud, which is pretty funny. Stun thrown on top of Ricky. Ricky's in a lot of trouble. He is level 6 finally. And a killing spree for Queen of Pain. Meanwhile, Doombreaker's taking a lot of damage. He did get hit by a rocket by the looks of it. There's somebody coming around the back. No, they were not hit fast enough. And I don't know which side to focus on. There's a gust thrown on top of Queen of Pain. Queen of Pain is going to be able to make it out of this. I think she'll be able to blink pretty soon. Oh no, she's not able to blink fast enough, and she goes down. She decides to scream instead. Ricky's going to be over here around the corner. They're going to be going for the Leshrac. Leshrak's in a lot of trouble. He might just activate Edict just because. Edict is activated. Ricky's taking a lot of damage. CK is going to try to keep him in the spot. Ricky's taking a lot of damage from the Edict, even though he's invisible, but it doesn't matter. And Queen of Pain dies. They're saying really, or Queen of Pain did die, and she's just saying really, bro. And now Tidehunter rotates top. CK's in a lot of trouble. He doesn't have his armor yet. He pretty much, oh my gosh, so much damage. One more hit and he's gone. Oh my gosh, Tidehunter just barely missing the anchor smash. And CK able to escape by the skin of his teeth. Oh, and guys, just so you know, there is no skin on your teeth except for your gums. So like if somebody wants to argue, yes, there is skin on your teeth. You scratch your teeth and skin comes off. That's not skin. That's plaque. That's pretty disgusting, guys. Just brush your teeth. That's not skin. But anyway,
Radiant structures are
I actually had somebody argue with me, argue with me with that in high school. I was like, bro, that's not skin. That's plaque. You need to brush your teeth. That's disgusting. There's like so much of it too.
Tower has fallen.
But anyway, aside from me being a clean freak, which I'm not really a clean freak, I'm pretty darn disorganized. We got Queen of Pain hanging out top. Her mid tower did go down, so she's pretty sad. But Leshrac is threatening this tower. He's definitely threatening this tower. Ricky did TP in. There's a stun thrown on by Earthshaker. Reality Rift on top of Earthshaker. Earthshaker will be going down. He does not have enough mana for his ulti. Ricky is spotted. They're going to be trying to do enough damage. Invoker throwing out the X-Sword. So much damage. And Ricky might be going down to the Shadow Strike. No, he pops the wand. He's able to get out. And there's Edict coming from Leshrac. Leshrac just wants to kill this tower. That's all they want. That's all they want. He's trying to buy this time. There's a rocket thrown out. It's chasing somebody. It's chasing the Queen of Pain. And Queen of Pain gets hit. Tidehunter does have his ulti. He's coming around the corner. This is very bad for these guys. Queen of Pain blinks away just in time, but Leshrac will be going down. There's an ulti thrown down. And there's another ulti thrown down. Two little ultis for Leshrac. I'm pretty sure they wish they say that. CK comes in because he knows the ultis are down. And Queen of Pain also comes in. She does not have her scream. She has it'll be up in another 60 seconds. CK, on the other hand, does not have his ulti yet. Who goes for the ulti? Gyrocopter just has to stand still instead of walking forward, so the Invoker's Sunstrike does miss, and now they're in the chase for this Chaos Knight. Ricky has enough mana for Blink, and he also has enough mana for his Cloud. Meanwhile, down bottom we got Huskar leaping the Invoker. Invoker turns around, throw a Cold Snap really fast, and if Huskar keeps attacking him, oh, Invoker activates the Salve, so he's going to try to run away, but Salve did get popped as he eats a Tango. He's going to go ahead and cross up, so that way he'll just get that regen up as well, or he's going to run back to base. Okay, he's going to run back to base. Never mind, guys. Never mind, I was wrong. Go figure. But this is a cross Exode Invoker, so Invoker does get that really nice regen like I spoke before. Oh, I never finished talking about this. Oh wait, actually no, I need to talk about items. Items, as far as, whoa, engagement coming on mid, Ricky is hanging out over here, so Doombringer is here. Doombringer does have his Doom up, so if he dooms Ricky while he's under that tower, Ricky will be okay, tower's gone. Lols. Never mind, guys, false alarm. False alarm.
Regeneration.
And Ricky finds a regen. Oh, no, now we got CK jumping on top of this, sorry, we got Huskar jumping on top of CK. CK will be going down, a lot of damage being done. Queen of Pain does blink in, she does have his ulti. She's trying to throw it, no, she did attempt to throw it, but she did cancel it. She just blinked away while she could. And now she's going to go ahead for this last hit. Meanwhile, regen rune on Ricky. Ricky really wanted that. And the Shax is going to go ahead and throw out the Edict. He's going to try to do as much damage as he can. Ricky's going to be able to get away scotch-free for that. And now we got an engagement continuing down by it. Cold Snap thrown on top of Earthshaker. I don't think that was the right target. Queen of Pain blinks away on the other side. She still has her ulti. She could potentially catch this Earthshaker. It looked like she was about to throw it out just then, but she canceled it. And now we got so much back and forth. Doombringer is around the corner. Who's he going to do? Is he going to doom anybody? I do not think so. He could doom this Huskar. Huskar has his ulti up in a few seconds. And now we got Queen of Pain doing a lot of harassment on top of his Tidehunter. And there's the eat creep by him. And Doom coming out, Huskar is doomed, so he's not getting his passive. He really needs his passive. Oh wait, is he? I think he's still getting his passive. Never mind. Doom does not cancel his passive. Now we got a Salve chasing somebody. Earthshaker's coming around the side, see if he can catch him. Invoker did have himself a Salve, and now here's Leshrac doing a lot of damage with the Edict. He's trying to run out of that range of that call down. He's able to get out just barely. He has another stun up in a few seconds. Does he have support coming on back? Yes, he does. Queen of Pain does immediately scream that Earthshaker. She was saving that for a while, and she finally got to use that thing. There's a Sunstrike thrown on top of the Gyrocopter, but Gyrocopter is able to dodge it. Okay, items. Since we have a little bit of rest time, I'm going to go ahead and follow Ricky because I think Ricky might be the next. As far as items go, Queen of Pain looks like she's built herself a Dagon. Hand of Midas up on that Doombringer. He did in fact build himself Phase Boost, so that Hand of Midas was called correctly. Thank God. Another thing, Phase Boost up on Leshrac, not necessarily Mana Boots. He doesn't really need them. And I just saw somebody disappear. Chaos Knight goes down to the Huskar. Sorry, I missed that. I just saw him disappear on the map. That was kind of weird. As far as what else is going on, whoa, no, Tidehunter. Tidehunter does have his ulti, so it looks like they're going to be trying to go for engagement. Dire are rotating down bot, so I need to hurry. I need to be quick about this. Looks like CK still trying to build his armlet. He has his treads up, so he's really good on that aspect. But he needs that armlet so he can do some more damage. Tidehunter has himself mana boost, so he can actually use his ulti when he needs it. Earner Shadow's up on Huskar, so he's looking for those ganks, and now we got somebody following. Ricky's following this Invoker. If Ricky can jump in Cloud, he can kill him pretty handily. Meanwhile, what else? We have Earthshaker with Mana Boost, and these guys are going to converge on top of this Invoker. Invoker's in a lot of trouble. He goes down pretty handily. The ulti also used by Earthshaker just to make sure. Meanwhile, his top tower is getting pushed down by Huskar. Huskar's happy to tank this. He's doing more damage when he's taking damage. And this tower goes down to the siege creep. Meanwhile, Queen of Pain destroys the tower, so that was basically a tower trade. And then Gyrocopter does in fact have himself an invis room, so he's hanging out. Dire able to get 2 towers for the price of 1, and looks like Radiant are going to continue pushing. Queen of Pain's in a little bit of trouble. She does have a rocket following her. Will Gyro be following up on this? I don't think so. Doombringer is hanging out around the corner, trying to see if he can catch off anybody off guard. Huskar is around the corner. He could potentially jump on top of his Queen of Pain. That would be pretty painful. This is Doombringer needs to doom him if he sees him fast enough. And there's Queen of Pain stunned up. She's able to get away safe, so she's good. Like I said, in that engagement, Radiant lost 2 towers to the Dire's 1 tower, so the Dire are pretty happy with that. And now Earthshaker has himself a smoke. Will they be going for a smoke gank? I don't know. My voice is getting a little bit quieter because they might be smoke ganking soon. I'm just going to keep getting lower and lower, so you guys have to turn your volume up. No, I'm sorry. Just joking, guys. Huskar's going to go ahead and go for this Roshan. He does have a Helmet Dominator. He does have support from Tide. Tide's going to go ahead and throw out the Anchor Smash, make Roshan do less damage. Nope. Never mind. Not yet. He'll be thrown out soon. The Anchor Smash missed. That's why it didn't work. There we go. Anchor Smash on Roshan. It doesn't work on Roshan, really? And there's Ricky to support. Meanwhile, we got a rocket thrown out by Gyrocopter is chasing the Queen of Pain. He's forever chasing that Queen of Pain. And Queen of Pain's trying to run away. It does go down to the tower, but this Roshan is still being done by the Dire. The Radiant have no idea of this, and Earthshaker is standing in Sentry just to make sure that they don't know about this. Meanwhile, Gyrocopter picked himself up a haste room. This is a pretty slow Roshan, dude. Jesus, this is like a snooze fest right here, man. I'm pretty sure the Radiant know that the Dire are probably up to this by now. They could potentially push down the tower. Nope. Okay, now they're definitely know. And Tuskar picks himself up ages, so he's happy. He's going to be able to leap all he wants for one whole. So he's going to be able to leap all he wants and stay alive as long as his team is there to support. As far as the ultis, Tidehunter does not have enough mana for his ulti at the moment. Earthshaker does not have his ulti at all. It's on cooldown. And Leshrac doesn't have his ulti at all. CK doesn't have his ulti at all because he doesn't do enough damage just yet. He needs an armlet first. And Invoker, of course, he has his ulti. Meanwhile, we got a train of Radiant hanging out up here. It looks like they're trying to wait for the Dire to respond to go for anything. There's a Sentry Ward placed down by the support. I'm sorry, by the Leshrac to see when the Ricky comes out. There's a stun thrown out. There's an ulti from Gyrocopter, and there's going to be a big team fight happening in top. 2 Sentries are placed down. Tidehunter's ultis instantly. Doombreaker's going to try to doom somebody. No, he gets stunned again. He finally dooms the Earthshaker. Earthshaker's stuck in place. There's a Queen of Pain ulti, and I'm not really sure if it's worth it. But everybody's able to make it out. Queen of Pain goes down to the Huskar. Huskar's Aegis is still up. The Exort summons are doing a lot of damage to this Huskar. They might pop the Aegis, but no, Huskar has too much life steal. Invokers are going to be going down as well. Ricky's going to forever chase him. And there's Gyrocopter coming around the front side. Make sure he gets him. There you go. He goes down. And that fight did not work out in the favor of Radiant. They were able to get a tower, but at what cost is a big question. They lost 2. That's about equal because the whole entire Dire side was on there. I was there. Actually, it's not really about equal. Okay, so the Dire technically won out on that one because whenever you kill a tower, you get 1,000 gold for your entire team, essentially. The Dire only got maybe 200 gold plus 50 something per person. So it's not really all that much. I really need to go back and look up my numbers. Meanwhile, this top tower is being sieged. Huskar's doing a lot of damage because of that Berserker's blood. We got a TP coming in from somebody. We got a TP coming in from Queen of Pain. Queen of Pain wants to go in for something. The towers finally stopped being sieged, but no, the siege creep is still doing a lot of damage to it. They're gonna try to chase this Huskar, pop the Aegis at least. Huskar does have armor, so he's baiting a little bit. He pops the armor, he ultis on top of CK. CK goes down. Meanwhile, Queen of Pain, Ricky kills somebody. Ricky kills Leshrac on the backside, and Huskar just baited perfectly. Huskar wanted them to jump on him. There we go, Doombringer doing a lot of damage. Aegis is finally popped. Blade Mail up on Doombringer. Doombringer just chasing him around, and Doombringer will be losing his life. And Invoker activates the Sunstrike. Sunstrike misses. Gyrocopter did not go a predictable path, and this is not really working out in favor of the Dire. I'm sorry, other Radiant. Really working out in favor of the Dire. Queen of Pain is getting chased by this Ricky, and yeah, she doesn't have any detection. Ricky just got juked, but no, maybe not. And that tower goes down. So CK really wants his armlet so he can go toe-to-toe with Huskar. At least have his armlet, and then he'll get his ulti and everything. But he's only level 8. Oh, man. We need to look at these levels. Here, okay, levels are right here. As you can see, CK and Earthshaker are way at the bottom. CK is even with Earthshaker. And Earthshaker doesn't really need that many levels, but CK needs his levels. CK needs his farm. CK needs that armlet. So that way he can actually put a point in his ulti and actually do something with it. As far as everybody else, the Dire are pretty much in a really good position. They're pretty much at the top 5. They're pretty much in the top 5. Queen of Pain's the only one close by, but that's not really saying much. Queen of Pain can't really do much to carry her team all that well. She needs CK to hurry up and get his items. She's building herself BKB as a result, and Huskar will be leaping on top of the CK. CK's in a lot of trouble. He's going to turn around, throw the Chaos Bolt, but he goes down a little bit too fast. Ricky throws the cloud down to make sure nobody chases, and these things will be missing. And there's a Doom on top of somebody, but it doesn't matter. Doombreaker will be going down regardless, and Huskar almost went down as well to the Blade Mail. Leshrac is able to clean him up with a beautiful stun, and Gyrocopter is pretty mad. He's going to go ahead and activate his flat cannon so he can do damage on everybody. So that was all in all, I guess kind of worth it. Not really too much worth it. Queen of Pain's we got Tidehunter ulti is up. Queen of Pain will be going down. She's sitting right inside the Gyro ulti, and she gets caught inside. Salve the homing missile will be killing her, and now Leshrac is running for his life. So the pushing power, the pushing potential of the Dire is pretty much gone. I'm sorry, of the Radiant is pretty much gone. They really needed that early game to be good for these guys to win. They needed Chaos Knight to get that farm. They needed they needed Leshrac to push down a few more towers than what he was actually able to get. But that was not the case. So things are not going in favor. If we take a look at the gold graph, it's heavily in favor of the Dire. Like I said before, the Radiant had a really good advantage earlier on, mainly because of the pushing. Well, not because of the pushing power of the strat, because they didn't really use that to all their advantage, or to the advantage that could have been used, but mainly because of how the farming game was going. CK was getting way more farm than Ricky at the beginning, but now Ricky is way up there above CK. If you check out levels, Ricky is the highest level in the game. I mean, oh my gosh. Almost everybody on Dire are the highest level in the game. Radiant are not even close to him. This is not good at all. The XP graph shows that as well. As I always say, the XP graph is really irrelevant because the longer the game goes on, the closer it converges to 0. But even still, it shows you where these guys are at the point. If we take a look at the items reflect that too. Gyrocops is almost up to his BKB, but Queenie Paint's also almost up to her BKB. Now we got engagement going on the side. We got Invoker throwing up the cold snap on top of somebody. I didn't see who. We got Huskar leaping on top of the Chaos Knight. Chaos Knight goes down pretty fast. The Cloud throwing on top of everybody. Lashak trying to do what he can. He activates Edict, but he loses life trying to activate it. That cast animation killed his, ended his life. And there's also a Sentry Ward placed down here for the Ricky, but Ricky doesn't matter. Everybody else is doing too much damage, and so spotting Ricky is not really all that. Not really going to help them out all that much. Speaking of which, Ricky has himself a Diffusal Blade already, so he doesn't really care. You guys can spot him all you want; he'll still kill you.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
As far as the, like I was saying earlier, the items reflect how this game is going. Doombringer has himself a Hand of Midas, but he has not been able to cash in on that. He has himself a Blade Mail, yeah, that's about it. And there's a drum up on the track. That's really the biggest items that I see on the side of Dire, or on the side of Radiant at this point. As far as Dire, Ricky has a Diffusal. Tidehunter is getting closer and closer to that pipe. Huskar has an armlet that Chaos Knight does not have yet. And there's almost a BKB up on Gyro. So things are not, I mean, if you just compare the items back and forth, you can see that the Dire are really in a good position at this point. And the levels also reflect that. That's basically because of all the kills. The kill counter is 10 kills in favor of the Dire. The team fight potential on the side of Radiant is pretty high if they had a Claws Wax Invoker, but they have a Claws Exode Invoker, so he's really focused on trying to do damage, which is not really paying off for his team. His team probably needed at least a few tornadoes, a few EMPs, a few ice walls would have definitely helped out. So basically what I'm saying is the Claws Wax Invoker might not, or it's not really helping out these guys. Okay, there's ice wall. Did I say ice wall? I mean, hold on. A few EMPs, a few tornadoes, and a few. What else do you build? Claws Wax. Tornado, EMP, maybe a Deathling Blast, but whatever. Anyway, lost my train of thought. Let's just pretend I was correct. Anyway, we got team fight about to break out. Tidehunter does his ulti. He activates the ulti. Gyrocopter goes down in the process. And now here's the Doom on top of Huskar. Huskar is doomed. He's going to be running away in circles. So much fight going on around the side. Queen of Pain is getting caught. She got purged by the Ricky. And here is Ricky with a BKB. He's going to go and activate it. Doombreaker is going to turn around and throw a net on top of him so he can't run away, or so he can't chase his team anymore. Ricky's going to take some more damage and almost dies. Yes, he does die. He does die to the tower, and Titus is going to turn around, throw out the Anchor Smash, and they will be able to get this kill on the track. The stun coming in from the Earthshaker, the follow-up stun, and Invoker's trying to do what he can. He has a cool step on top of the Earthshaker, but it's not doing enough. Meanwhile, there's a high ground ward for the Radiant over here, so I can see who's coming in the jungle. There's also one here for the Dire, so I can see who's in the jungle, what position, or who can they pick off. So really, as you can see, the game is, like I keep saying, the game is heavily in favor of the Dire. Primarily because of those kills before. Maybe if Queen of Pain would have roamed to gank top more. I think top had a lot of kill potential between Lashak and CK. CK can just basically stun you, Reality Rift you in, Lashak can follow up stun, and then Queen of Pain can come in and throw a Shadow Strike to make sure they get the kill. Or maybe Queen of Pain can go bot and help out the Invoker in his times. Doombreaker come out the jungle, throw out the level death on top of somebody. Queen of Pain come out with the Shadow Strike, and then Invoker throw a Cold Snap. And that's pretty much a kill. So long story short, the ganks have not been there for the Dire. I honestly think Queen of Pain shines when she ganks. If Queen of Pain doesn't gank all that often, or if her ganks aren't as successful as they should be, as in if she doesn't get a kill whenever she tries to gank, then she's probably not going to be having all that good of a time. Meanwhile, we see Ricky, he finds himself a CK, he will be going on this. He does have a Diffusal Blade, he also has a smoke. He's going to make sure he scouts out, see what's around the corner. I don't think there's anybody. Well, it's Invoker, that's about it. Oh god, we got Huskar chasing CK. CK's in a little bit of trouble. Does he have a TP on him? No, he doesn't have a TP, but he does have a Dust. If he feels like he's being chased, he can pop that and kill the Ricky pretty fast. Nope, Ricky's going to go ahead and go on him. He throws out the cloud, but he does not throw out the fuses. Invoker's right behind him. There's the dust from the CK. Looks like there's the dust from the Invoker. Invoker goes ahead and goes invisible because he knows that the Radiant, that the Dire don't have any detection. So they're all getting slowed by this. Meanwhile, CK still getting chased. He does have his ulti. His ulti is up. He's going to throw out the stun. This is the fight that these guys want. This is the fight that these guys want. Queen of Pain stuck in the cloud. No, it's not the fight that they want. Where's the rest of the team is a big question. Somebody's doomed. Earthshaker is doomed. He does go down. A lot of damage. And there's a tornado coming from Invoker. Definitely helping out. Like I said before, a few EMP, a few tornadoes, he will definitely help him out. Tidehunter goes in, activates that ulti, goes and gets the kill on top of the CK. And Queen of Pain about to go down. There's a stun coming from the Shack. Very nice stun. He catches the Ricky, but not enough damage. Invoker's in a lot of trouble. His Ghost Walk is off cooldown another 20 seconds, so he'll probably be going down. There's more damage coming in from Gyrocopter. Invoker will have Tornado in 5 seconds. And there's a leap from Huskar, so Huskar gives 0 cares and kills him anyway. Huskar almost has his BKB up, so he'll be able to ulti without taking damage himself. So I mean, all I can really do is just look at the items and say how bad things are going for the Radiant. Really, see, Earthshaker thought it was funny. Doombringer is building himself what looks like a heart. It's not going to be enough for his team to win. His team really needs that CK to get his farm up. His team really needs CK to get those levels, so that way he can be doing a lot more damage. This will be a third Roshan, I think, for the Dire. So this one will have cheese. I think, if I remember correctly, I don't know if it shows the inventory. It should show this inventory. But anyway, this Roshan is going down pretty swiftly with the Gyrocopter with the 4 seconds, or 5.5 seconds.
Roshan has fallen to the Dire.
But anyway, Aegis was dropped. Was there cheese? Is the question. No, there was not cheese. Okay, so I was wrong. So the next one will be a third roll shot. That would be cool. So now all really Radiant can do is just turtle and Sinless Track to go kill a tower. I mean, that's really all they can do. Queen of Pain is trying to do what she can to push, but it's not going to be enough. As you see, Dire can just hang out and do whatever they want. They can lose. Dire can afford to lose this tower. They can afford to lose that tower. They can afford to lose this tower. All the Dire really don't want to do is lose a team fight. If Dire lose a big team fight right now, they will probably be we'll probably be seeing Radiant get not only a whole bunch of levels but a whole bunch of gold, and they'll potentially be coming back into this game. But if the Dire don't throw a fight like that, then the Dire will be pretty much in good position. They will be going in for a gank on this Doombringer who is going to TP out. He does not feel safe. He gets stunned up by the Earthshaker just in time, and he will be going down. He's going to go ahead and try to run the other direction. He knows the team is right on his behind. He's trying to get away. He doesn't have enough gold for a TP. He can doom the Gyro, so Gyro can't do anything. He dooms the Gyro, but Gyro's already doing all his damage. He's going to turn around and try to do as much damage as possible. He's going to activate the Blade Mail. There you go. Blade Mail activated. Gyro already activated his rockets, and it doesn't matter. Earthshaker just ultis just to make sure he gets the kill. And Gyrocopter goes down to the Doom. Oh no, he gets denied. Oh my god, Gyrocopter got denied by the. Oh god, not good at all. Doombringer at least wanted the gold from that. Because Doombringer was dead, he would not have gotten any XP. He would have gotten gold instead, but Tidehunter just goes ahead and denies him. So that means Doombringer gets neither gold nor experience for that, which actually sucks. But anyway, we got Earthshaker placed another ward. He has himself a Blink Dagger, so he can't blink in an ulti, but no, his ulti's on cooldown. He did just use his ulti to get the kill on top of the Doombringer. And now they will be sieging and now the Dire will be sieging that high ground on top of the Radiant. This is Invoker finally got some points on Wex, so he has a little bit of CC. He has a Meteor, so he's going to go ahead and throw it out, kill the Creeper as fast as he can, throws out a Deafening Blast, push him back. This is what his team needs. This is what his team needs. His team needs him to have that team fight. Tidehunter goes ahead and blinks in while the Huskar is stunned up, doesn't matter. And Queen of Pain activates the BKB, but no, she goes down to auto attack from Ricky. And Doombringer is also back. He does not have Doom back. He will have Doom in about another 20 seconds. Huskar does go down finally. CK did ulti. Yes, CK did ulti. He needs to activate the armor and go in for the fight. Huskar goes ahead and leaps on top of the Doombringer. Doombringer activates that Blade Mail, but it doesn't matter. There's a BKB up on Huskar, so he's not feeling any of that damage. And this will pretty much probably be the final push. Invoker is down. The Radiant really need Invoker for them to defend. Invoker needs they basically need EMP Tornado or EMP Deafening Blast. I'm sorry, Tornado Deafening Blast, Tornado Meteor Deafening Blast. They need those combinations from Invoker in order for them to win this team fight. Otherwise, they'll just get picked off left and right.
I'm grateful to you.
Because like even if you think about it, CK is really wants to focus on one person at a time. Leshrac really wants to focus on one building at a time, not really necessarily a person. He has a lot of AoE though, so he fits in a really good team fight composition. And now I'm getting disconnected. Okay, reconnected. Doombringer is really a focused person. Doombringer has his Doom for a reason. He wants to Doom one person and then try to kill the other, while that main person who would probably be the Titan before he ulties is doomed up. Queen of Pain is really a focused person. She can throw her ulti, yeah. And she gets to kill a Huskar, very nice on her. And then she goes, she activates the BKB, she's gonna go and blink away, she does the blink jukes. The best of her ability, she's gonna go keep running. There's EMP Tornado, this is what his team needed. And there's a Doom on top of a Gyrocopter. Gyrocopter does go down. Ricky's in a bad spot. Ricky, you might be going down. There's a nail on top of Ricky. Ricky will be going down to the Screaming Pain. And this is what I'm talking about. If Dire really don't want to lose team fights like that. If they lose another team fight like that, they will probably be losing the game. They'll definitely lose a tower out of this. I'll guarantee you that. But will they be losing the game after this? No, they will not be losing the game. Ricky, Gyrocopter, and Huskar will be up fast enough for them to defend this tier 3 tower. And Tidehunter's ulti will be up by then, so the team fight, if the Radiant do decide to hang out over here, the team fight will be going on favor of the Dire, and they'll probably just go ahead and push the win. But if if Radiant can afford,
Dire's structures are fortified.
if Radiant can manage to get a tower out of this will be really good for them, and then possibly win another team fight. That'll be what's the word I'm looking for? That would be, it's a word I'm looking for. I can't think of. That'll be exquisite. There we go. And Doombringer goes in and runs out. Leshrac will be the only one to lose his life in this engagement. Very good for him. Doombringer stayed alive. That's what they needed. They got a free tower, and now there's a TP coming down bottom to make sure they don't push down his bottom tower. Meanwhile, CK continues to farm. CK needs to hurry up and farm up his items. I think he's building a drum, which actually be a pretty late drum. There's already a drum up on the track, but he's dead. He needs that for his stats and stuff. Gyrocopter does know that Doombringer is probably around here. He's gonna hide around the corner, and now Doombringer's gonna go ahead and commence to run out. Meanwhile, Earthshaker's hanging out in the jungle, see what we can catch. But yeah, Invoker finally got his Quas Wex stuff, so I honestly think Quas Wex Invoker would definitely help them out. As you can see, the EMP Tornado definitely gave the Dire, gave the Radiant the favor. Jeez, I keep mixing up these teams. Gave the Radiant the favor in that team fight. The Tornado able to keep people from activating their abilities. The EMP is sapping their mana. So Quas Wex Invoker was really the thing they needed in this game, in my personal opinion. And like I said, I don't play many Invokers. I'm not pro or anything, but still, Quas Wex Invoker would definitely be helpful, especially versus the Tidehunter, Earthshaker, Gyrocopter. Quas Wex Invoker would be beautiful in this game, but he decided to go Quas Exort, which actually didn't really work out all that well. But these guys are fighting back. They're not going to go down without a fight, and there are two Observer Walls placed over here. Doombringer activated Doom on top of Huskar. Huskar is stuck. He's going to try to do as much damage as he can. Tidehunter's ulti is up in a few seconds, but no, it doesn't matter. Huskar goes down pretty fast, and there goes Doombringer, goes down to the Ricky. Tornado coming out from Invoker. There is the Purge on top of Invoker. Invoker will probably be going down. He could have forced that forward, but he did not know the call down was called out, and Leshrac will be going down regardless of what happens. CK is coming in around the corner. He's going to try to go on a Ricky. Will he be able to get it? No. There's a beautiful wall coming in from the Earthshaker to end his life. Stun on Leshrac, and Ricky goes down to the Queen of Pain. This is really good for them. They just need to buy back up on that on somebody. Nobody can buy back. Doombringer can't buy back. No buybacks for anybody. Go away, go away. Buyback, buyback, buyback. Buyback status. Let's buy back on Queen of Pain, buy back on Ricky, buy back on Tide, and Tidehunter's ulti should be up in a few seconds. So if the Radiant decide to stay here, they will be losing this team fight. Tidehunter has his ulti, so he can't disengage. Looks like they will be chasing. The ulti will have to be used. No, he's out of mana. Oh my God, Tidehunter, you're out of mana. He's gonna sacrifice his life so his teammate can stay alive. He dodges that stun, and there is a drum charge. Oh my gosh, Earthshaker, beautiful blinking, beautiful bait, and Queen of Pain will probably be going down. No, she blinks away. Geez, stop making me wrong, guys. Just go down when I say you're gonna go down. Queen of Pain's gonna go ahead and do next level jukes. Invoker throws out the Sunstrike, misses. Gyrocopter decides to stand still and TP away. Meanwhile, Queen of Pain still getting chased by the Earthshaker. He really wants that kill. Will he be getting it? I don't think so. There's a stun thrown out by the Leshrac. He will be losing his life for that. And he goes down to the Doombringer. And Tidehunter's ulti is up, but he's out of mana once again. His mana boosts were just used a few seconds ago, but he's taking a lot of damage, or he's tanking a lot of damage because of the pipe. And now here comes the damage coming in from the Doombringer. Doombringer will be able to blink forward. Will he blink? He did blink, but he sees the Huskar around the corner. He doesn't want to go around there, especially not without his Doom. His Doom will be up in a few more mana. think it's 250. Yeah, 250. So he needs 40 more mana so he can have that up, or 30, whatever number. But anyway, like I said, the Radiant are really not going down without a fight. If they win another team fight, if they can get the Huskar dead, if they can get the Huskar Riki, and okay, Earthshaker, let's say Earthshaker, because Gyrocopter is really good in team fights, yes, but he throws Call down and he can pretty much die. He doesn't care. He served his purpose, in my opinion. He's not the real focus in this point. Riki and Huskar are the real focuses, or real focusi. And Queen Pain puts herself on Scythe of Bias. That's really good for going against Huskar. They could potentially win this next team fight. Tidehunter's ulti is up. He is building himself a Shiva's Guard so he can be more tanky, but that's not the case right now. And CK has himself a drum. He needs to go ahead and pop that so he can get away. And here's Doombringer around the corner. Doombringer will be doing that. Huskar activates his ulti, but it doesn't matter. He's doing so much damage, and now he's doomed up. There's a tornado coming in from Invoker. It catches Riki, but do they know he's here? Doombringer's going to go ahead and blink forward. Huskar does not have Aegis. He is going to be going down. He probably will have the buyback. He does not have buyback on us. Not good at all. Riki's around the corner. Riki's going to see what he can do. I don't think he can do anything. There's 2 illusions from CK hanging out around here. Riki knows that these are probably illusions. They're going to disappear. And now these guys are going to go ahead and turtle on up. Riki is, I don't know what Riki can really do. Huskar is gone. Huskar doesn't have BK on buyback. The Radiant really need to capitalize on this point. They need to make sure Tidehunter and Earthshaker aren't able to get their combos in. Riki goes ahead and blinks in. He's going to go ahead and kill the CK. That was not good at all. The Radiant probably want CK to be alive. I mean, even though he doesn't do all that much damage, he's still there for disruption. His ulti is really good at making people confused on who to attack. But it also helps out when Earthshaker activates his ulti as well. So, I don't know, it's kind of give and take. Basically, Earthshaker's ulti, Echo Slam, whenever he uses that, it bounces off people. So if you have a lot of illusions, it's not really good because it's creating an echo for every illusion. And it does a lot of damage to you over time. Or after all the damage is calculated, it's like 600 damage or something because you had 7 illusions. And it's annoying to face, I know. Tidehunter just blinked in. Tidehunter just blinked in an ulti. This Gyrocopter activating the call down. There's a Gold Scepter up on Doombringer. Doombringer does not want to go down to auto attacks. And Queen of Pain does scream on somebody. Who did she kill? She did not kill anybody. She goes down to the Gyrocopter. And meanwhile, Doombringer's trying to run away. He does still have net. He gets purged. He throws a net on top of Riki, so Riki can't do any damage. But Earthshaker blinks in. Beautiful Echo Slam on top of everybody. And everybody's going down. Nobody has buyback. This will probably be it. Actually, this is it. There's a Sunstrike thrown by Invoker. The damage is going to get spread out by everybody. The way Sunstrike works for Invoker is basically he calls it down, and if there's like 10 targets down there, the damage that it does will be dealt between, will be evenly spread between those 10 targets. But if there's one, then only that one will feel it. But now Lestratus is going to hang out in base. He's going to activate his ulti and chill because he's cool. He doesn't want to die anymore.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
So let's take a look at the items since I have failed to look at those for quite a long time. 2 Blink Daggers up on the side of Dire. There's a Diffusal Blade level 2 up on Riki. Vlad's on Riki, so Riki's getting pretty decent life still. Pipe up on Tidehunter, so Tidehunter has that, so his entire team has that tank ability. What else is there? There's a Hyperstone up on Huskar, so Huskar's attacking that much faster. BKB up on Gyro, so Gyro can stay alive a little bit longer. Force Staff, moving on to the Radiant side. Force Staff on Invoker, probably a little bit late, but still, it did help out in those previous team fights. You did see him save his life a few times. But else, CK has himself that armament finally, and Huskar's going to go ahead and die. He does not have Aegis, but he doesn't care. He's taking a lot of damage, and where is that music coming from? Oh my gosh, it's coming from my cell phone. Pentagram activated on top of somebody. Riki's invisible, finally. They're going to go ahead and kill Riki. Kill Riki. Net thrown on top of Riki. And there is a Shadow Blade, or there's a Ghost Scepter activated on Shadow Demon so he can stay alive. And Boker gets a kill on somebody, and oh my gosh, this Ancient is going to be going down soon. These Siege Creeps are doing so much damage. Queen of Pain's taking so much damage. She's going to have to blink out soon. She blinks out. She's able to make it out alive, and we got CK finally able to get a kill on somebody. Actually, will he be able to get a kill? There we go. This is a CK these guys needed. They needed CK to be able to do all the damage, but it doesn't matter. It's a little too late. So, as you can see, CK needs some farm. He needs that armlet so he can be effective in his team fights. And the Radiant really need to get their ganks. It says, tell thank you for Invoker and CK. But yeah, definitely in their team fights, in the situation of Quas, Wex, and Invoker would have definitely helped out. The CC would have been really, really well appreciated. But enough of that. I am Cul Blu, especially you guys, random podcast number 21. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. Please let me know what you guys think of my cast. Any and all criticism are welcome, but please keep them constructive because destructive doesn't solve much of anything. And that's really it for now. I'll see you guys whenever.